Welcome to the Metal Prognosis. My name is Lee, and on today's Pedal to the Metal, we are looking at the Boogie Distortion pedal by Twinote. So this is based off the Mesa Boogie Rectifier amplifier. It's got a bit of a poetic rhythmic flow there, which is nice. Let me open this up and have a look. So here it is. Well, I can hear a little bit of a shake thing, but that's not faulty. There's just a little part here if you want to put a 9-volt battery in it. That's no problem at all. So with this one here, if you follow any of my other videos, it may look a little bit similar to the Nuix Recto Distortion. There's definitely a design similarity there. It was like there was an exam and two students copied off the A-grade student, and this is the results they got. So what I thought, well, they're both the same. They're both based on the Mesa Boogie Rectifier amplifier. So what I thought would be cool is we'll do our usual dialing in that we do for all our Pedal to the Metal videos. So I'll put a camera to this, we'll dial it in together, see what we come up with, and see what that inspires me to compose, to have a quick jam to record it. And then I'll also put in the video that I did of this one to play through so we can hear it back to back and then have a chat about it afterwards. I mean, this one's a little bit heavier. Probably doesn't mean anything. The knobs are different. But other than that, like the designs are very, very similar, which not a bad thing. I mean, they're based off the same thing, so it's not surprising at all. But in saying that, we want to hear how it sounds and put it to the test. So let's do that now. The Twinote Boogie Distortion pedal. Let's see how it sounds. Now we have everything set up, ready to go. Like all my videos, this is what it sounds like clean. Yeah, it's clean. We don't want clean though. We want something a little bit dirtier. So let's see what this has to offer. First thing it has to offer is a very loud button. It takes a bit of effort to push down. I mean, normally you'd use your foot. It's designed not to be done with your finger on a desk, but that's all right. Let's give us half a little bit of volume and see what we get. So straight away we get a bit of bite before anything else, which I really like in a pedal, when it gives you the characteristic straight off the bat. So let's give half bass and half high. Not too bad. Let's try some fun stuff now. So let's see how the gain sounds. Cranked. I've got a bit of hiss coming through, but sounding a little bit muffled, so let's see if we add some high, take out a bit of bass, and let's see if we can clean it up a bit. No, we can't. So let's crank the highs, drop the bass. Still standing a little bit too, I don't know the right word. Disjointed. It's very disjointing, the thing. Yeah, still sounding a little bit too disjointed for my liking. Yeah, because we're going from, get back to the sweet spot of the gain, which is about here, I think. So this is off. Yeah, not quite satisfied yet. All right, I'm going to add another pedal to it and see if I can just clean it up a little bit. So bear with me. I'll put this in fast forward mode so I can start setting it, set up everything. So all you need to wait is for a few seconds and I'll see you on the other side. All right, we're back. So what I've done is I've just added my Fortin 33 pedal here, which is it's a boosting pedal that gives a bit of a mid boost, which I think is what we're missing here. So let me just chuck those back at 12. So once again, just a reminder, that's clean. Now with that on. 33. It might sound a lot drier, but I much prefer working with that now. I think it's got more of a boost and it's cleaned, more of a boost. It's a boost pedal. It's going to give a bit more boost, but it's cleaned up those mid frequencies that was lacking in the Boogie pedal. So now I feel like I've got a lot more to work with. Yeah, I definitely prefer the gain just dialed back a little bit. Yeah, I just feel like it's got more of a oomph and a little bit less of that, what's the right word? It's not as like dissolving type of sound. It's more full. I'm just having fun playing. Because that 33 really helps it out a lot. And we haven't actually touched it much. We've just kept it straight at 12 o'clock. So let's just quickly run through first before I take a little bit of time out to have a jam. So let's turn them both off. So here is clean. Just the Boogie. Now all of them with the 33 as well. Just the 33 off. I'll try boosting the 33, see. Nah, it really, the Boogie doesn't handle that much oomph going into it. So let's not push it. So let's go back to clean quickly. This is what it sounds like clean. This is just a 33. So it really takes out some of those harsh lower frequencies. And all of it. I could just keep sitting here doodling and playing around for a long time. But I think this is a decent enough sound to start with. So let's, I'll take a bit of a time out from the camera, compose a little bit of a song, a little bit of a jingle, record it, put it in a little Brady Bunch format with all my faces on the screen doing the different takes. And then we'll listen to the previous one I did on the Nuix pedal, and then we can kind of, it's not a really back-to-back comparison, but let's hear how they both sound in the final mix anyway, because I can't remember what I did with the Nuix to make it sound as it did. I can never remember fully how it sounds, which means it wasn't too bad, because if it was too bad, I would have definitely remembered it. So I'm keen myself to hear how this new sound that we've got here. Whoa. Just some bad playing there. I'm keen to hear that sound holds up compared to what we got with the Nuix. So, in about another 7 seconds, you're going to hear the song. In saying that, I will see you on the other side. Time for my final thoughts on the Boogie Distortion pedal. Firstly, I'll just run through all the different knobs. So the EQ section of this, where they've got the bass and the high, wasn't really wowed by it. I felt like the range that it had to offer wasn't that much. The gain, I'll go through the level first. Level was just a level, just added volume, it was fine. So nothing major to report there. The gain, I felt really, what's the right word to describe it? So where I had it kind of felt like the sweet spot. Having it full down, you still got a bit of grunt out of this, which is really nice. Boosting it up to just over half, or approximately 1 o'clock, according to the little dial thing here, sounded really good. Anything past that kind of broke up the distortion, sounded too much, and not in a good way. It didn't make the distortion better. It made it more cracklier, might be a good description for it. Which is when I added the 33 pedal to it, I felt like that's what really brought this pedal alive. The 33 cut out a lot of the bottom end in the frequency of this pedal and boosted a lot of the mids and the highs, which I felt really helped bring this pedal to life. It really cleaned it up, made the notes a lot more clarified. I'm sure there's a better way of describing that. More clarity, I think is the word I'm looking for. It gave more clarity to the notes. And then I felt like I could shape the EQ things 10 times more effectively after running it via this. So in saying that, with that in mind, I really feel like this pedal would work best, not so much on its own, how I utilize it, but via like an amp, where you've got the amp characteristics to be able to shape all those little things that you need, like more control over the EQs, or maybe blending the distortion so you're not relying on this gain solely as much as what I do during my pedal to the metal videos. But I also added the video in of what I did on the NUX little pedal. Now, I can't remember what I did with this, if I did put anything before it or alter it in any way. I can't remember. I remember it had the same hiss when you put the gain up full, or I might be misremembering. I feel like there was hiss as well, like with the Boogie Distortion, when you dial the gain up to max, or not even max, but you know, 3/4 of the way. I felt like after listening to them back to back, the Just the Final Jam, the Recto seemed pretty cool, but the Boogie had more definition in its notes. But in saying that, that could be credit also to the 33 pedal that I did. So, I mean, it wasn't a side-by-side comparison to see which one was better. Not at all. I was just interested to put them back to back just because they're definitely modelled off the same amplifier. So I thought it'd just be interesting. I might have to do a back-to-back video and plug them both in side by side and see how they sound. I'm not sure. If that's something you want, please let me know in the comment. But yeah, the Boogie Distortion, in conclusion, it's not bad. It's dirt cheap. I must mention that as well. So for all its negative aspects it has to it, how it did took a little bit to push a bit of sound, and it did need a little bit of assistance. When I mean a little, I mean a ton of assistance to get the sound happening. But it is super cheap. So, you know, the equivalence of, I mean, last time I used a cigarette packet as an example of a price comparison in another pedal video I did, and this falls in that same category. So for the price of a pack of cigarettes, I think you get a lot out of it, more so than you would a pack of cigarettes, definitely. So yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad for its price and all that. And it's not too badly built either. Like, it's well put together. It's very cleanly done. Yeah, like all the knobs and the actual mechanics of it seem fine. I have no idea about the insides of it. So if you were to take this playing live, I don't know how much it would take for lack of a word, a beating in regards to moving it from the vehicle to the venue and people kicking it by accident or just rolling around in the gear bag. I have no idea, but the outer casing is pretty strong, so I presume that it should be fine. The internal parts should absolutely be fine, unless they did it with blue tack. Yeah, there should be no reason why you couldn't take this out on the road. I remember the actual button was very tough to push down. It's got a nice little cute bing to it at the end though. That's nice. But I'm just really babbling on about this now. So to kind of wrap it up, sounded good, sounded decent. I added a pedal that cost 10 times the price of it to make it sound much better. But, you know, we're not here to rip on it and to punch it down. It is really good for what it is. And yeah, as I said before, the fact that I felt like I need to do that means it just works better going through an amp setup compared to going direct into the mixing console like how I did it. And that's fine. That's no problem at all. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. How do you feel while I was dialing in the tones and all that? Did you agree with me when I felt like it sounded a bit muffled and a bit too sounded like it had a blanket over it, for an analogy, compared to when I plugged it in then with the 33 pedal. Or do you think the 33 pedal was just me overkilling the whole process of it? Which, that's fine if you think that. That's understandable. And part of me kind of doesn't disagree with you. So that's no problem at all. Yes, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. And also, any other thoughts if you want me to do any other type of videos. If you want me to do a back-to-back with the new X to see how similar they sound, I'm happy to do that as well if that's something you want to see. Please let us know. If you know anyone else that might be interested in these type of conversations and these type of videos I do, not just this individual video, but all my videos I do, please let them know about my channel so we can really help it grow and become more than what it is. And like all my videos, I'm going to do my usual sign-off now, which is whether this video is in the foreground or the background. I really appreciate your company. And I definitely look forward to chatting with you again in the next video. So please, until next time, stay safe.